Hey, Meadowbrook Middle School, this is Principal Brownlee. I'm here to talk to you today about the MBMS Racial Justice Challenge. It'll be taking place this month, the month of February, and we also have Black History Month this month. So what is the Racial Justice Challenge? Let's take a look. The Poway Unified School District and Meadowbrook Middle School Racial Justice Challenge strives to create a world where we, the people, truly means each and every one of us. What's the challenge? Well, there's two options. You're going to choose from one of the two. Option number one, create a performance piece to help our community understand the message of an Amanda Gorman poem. Each grade level is assigned a different poem, and we'll take a look at who is Amanda Gorman, and we'll also take a look at, hey, what poem is it for each grade level? So this is option one. Option two would be design a creative response to the following questions for action. Why do we have Black History Month and other cultural observance months? What are the current racial injustices that are impacting our community? What's my role in standing up against racism? In what ways are we engaging the community? How might we showcase our impact? All right, so these are our two options that you can choose from for the challenge. Let's watch a quick little video on Amanda Gorman.
Love her. Amanda Gorman is the first youth poet laureate in the U.S., using pen and paper to give a voice to social change.
Since I'm the first one, I get to set a precedent. What do I really want to see in the poetic realm in the United States? Yawning wide as the Pacific tide.
Amanda Gorman is the first ever youth poet laureate in the U.S. What is it like to be a first?
It's intimidating, and I never really thought that I would be that person who's the first, because I remember when I was little reading about people, it doesn't get past me that not only am I the first youth poet laureate, but at the same time I'm the first woman youth poet laureate and the first Black youth poet laureate.
19-year-old Amanda was awarded the prestigious title last April at Gracie Mansion in New York City.
A lot of your poetry focuses on social change, social justice. Where does that passion come from?
I think that passion comes from my heritage, comes from this place where, like, I must write, I must speak up, because there's been too many people who've been kept from that opportunity.
Who inspired you growing up?
Oh, my mother.
Amanda grew up in Los Angeles, and she attributes a lot of her success to her mom, Joan Wicks, a teacher who raised her and her twin sister as a single mother. Amanda's passion for poetry started in the 3rd grade.
Talk to me about when you first knew you loved poetry.
I was around 7 or 8 years old, and my teacher, Shelley, had us reading Ray Bradbury's Dandelion Wine. I was like, oh my goodness, Bradbury just related candy to something completely different. That's what I want to do with my life. That's who I want to be.
I love that it was a metaphor. You were a 3rd grader with a metaphor, and that's all you needed.
The metaphor hit home. It was like magic. Poetry has definitely been one of the most stable expressions for me of my identity and who I am. I love whenever I'm writing to have just all these books of people I look up to beside me. What I really like to do is choose like one word from each of like a collection of books I have, make like a word cloud and select them to make a new poem.
But public speaking didn't come naturally.
Heal or pass and will always be our future.
It took courage, determination, and grit for Amanda to get on stage.
You've spoken about having a speech impediment, and do you feel like in some ways that led you to poetry?
Oh, 100%. And a lot of times I talk about having a speech impediment and the difficulty of literally speaking up for myself. The voice I'm hearing aloud can't pronounce R's, it can't pronounce sh. It's kind of sounds a bit garbled, but I hear this strong, self-assured voice when I'm reading this, simple text. And what that told me is the power of your inner voice over that which people might hear through their ears. The only thing that could impede me was myself.
Now a sophomore at Harvard, Amanda started One Pen, One Page, an organization inspiring other young writers to share their voices.
So in a world that I think needs light constantly, in a world where social change is being talked about a lot. Where does poetry come in?
Poetry is at the forefront of that. From the Declaration of Independence to Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech, poetry has always been the thread that is weaving throughout kind of the fabric of American and global history. I straddle black girls' tango between northern ebony blood of my pen against the cool flesh of my journal.
What is breaking through, breaking boundaries? What does that mean to you?
I think breaking through, especially in this day and age, is not only breaking through the door, but it's holding it open so that other people can come through. Will we write an American lyric we are just beginning to tell? Focus on your path, focus on your purpose, and how you, specifically and specially as yourself, can break through a barrier.
Wow, that was something, wasn't it? So, get creative. You can do a performance piece. Your response can be your own poem, a video, a song, an art piece. You name it, you can do it. Be creative, express yourself. Responses do need to make sure that they support our core values, our pride core values: perseverance, respect, integrity, diversity, and empathy. So as long as you do that, you can get as creative as you want. We'll make sure we get to showcase all of your hard work. Also, we're going to have a committee that will choose our top entrants. So there's an actual website that can help us. It has all the poems and links for our Racial Justice Challenge. Let's take a look at it. So here it is. It has our option 1 and option 2. It has Amanda Gorman, talks a little bit about her, and good old Martin Luther King Jr. Here's the important part too. Up here at the top right-hand corner, you'll find 6th grade resources, 7th grade resources, and 8th grade resources. Let's take a look at the 6th grade resources. For the 6th grade, you'll notice it has the 6th grade poem by Amanda Gorman. So The Miracle of Morning. It has the text, meaning you can read it. It has a video of her reciting it. It also gives you a biography. There's also these great links at the bottom that give you some extra information about different months and what we observe. So for instance, Asian Pacific Heritage Month is in May. So you can learn about that. So there's several different ones here. The 7th grade resource page is very similar, except it'll have a different poem. So the 7th grade poem is Rise Up as One, and that's by Amanda Gorman. And then for 8th grade, you just click in the top right-hand corner there. 8th grade is Believer's Hymn of the Republic. So that's it. And yes, it's optional, but I'm hoping you're going to take this challenge with us. And I know we're going to see some amazing work, and I can't wait to celebrate with each and every one of you. So thank you. Have a great day.